In this fast-paced consumption of music, you can drop a song today and no one will remember it by tomorrow. But there's still a way to make music memorable, and that's through an album rollout. An album rollout basically creates moments around music. It builds anticipation, emotion, and storytelling that make a project feel like an event, not just a release. In this video, I'm going to break down one of the most iconic album rollouts in modern history to show you just how effective a well-executed rollout can be. First up, we have Kanye West's Donda. I'm sure what comes to mind is Kanye wearing a mask, the black clothes, and that mysterious, dark aesthetic that surrounded that era. The rollout for Donda technically started long before the album dropped, but I'll begin when things started taking direction, right after Kanye's presidential run on the 3rd of November 2020. Soon after that, Kanye began appearing in public, constantly wearing masks and all black clothing. Some people thought it was just a fashion statement or promo for Yeezy, but in reality, this was all part of the build-up to Donda. Around this time, Kanye became more active on social media, often posting cryptic captions like "worst day ever." These posts, along with mysterious studio clips, made fans aware that something was coming. Then a short video surfaced of Kanye and Tyler, the Creator, vibing in the studio. On the wall behind them, fans noticed a handwritten track list titled Donda. That small detail alone sent the internet into a frenzy. The next major moment was the first Donda listening party, set for the 22nd of July 2021 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. An interesting detail most people don't know is that the stadium featured an art installation by a female artist who had lost her mother, and she created that piece as a tribute to her. This perfectly connected to the rollout's theme, since Donda was also dedicated to Kanye's late mother, Donda West. What made this moment iconic was that Kanye never posted about the event himself, yet the show still sold out an entire stadium. That's the power of curiosity and influence. At first, the event was delayed, then rescheduled, adding even more anticipation. On the same day the original event was supposed to happen, Kanye posted pictures of his outfit instead of promoting anything. Later that day, a new Beats by Dre commercial aired during the NBA Finals, featuring track star Sha'Carri Richardson and a snippet of Kanye's song No Child Left Behind. At the end of the ad, there was an announcement that said, "The Donda experience will be live streamed on Apple Music on Thursday at Mercedes-Benz Stadium." That was the official signal that the rollout had truly begun. The first listening party finally took place, and it was chaotic but unforgettable. The sound wasn't perfect, and both the live audience and Apple Music viewers complained about the mix. But that controversy was intentional. It kept people talking and built suspense around what the finished version would sound like. After that event, Kanye didn't leave the stadium. He literally moved into Mercedes-Benz Stadium, setting up a studio, a bedroom, and even hiring a private chef. He invited artists and producers to come to him, turning the stadium into a creative compound. Kanye was turning the process of finishing the album into part of the rollout. Then came the second listening party, announced for the 6th of August, 2021. A day before the event, Kanye went live on Apple Music with a 24-hour live stream from his room inside the stadium. Fans could watch him recording, sleeping, and hanging with his team, all while dressed in his signature black Donda outfits. This wasn't random, it was strategic. The live stream blurred the line between art, life, and performance. When the second listening party finally happened, the production was far more polished. The sound improved, the stage setup was refined, and fans could see Kanye's vision coming together. The next and final event was on the 26th of August, 2021 in Chicago, Kanye's hometown. To fans, this was a clear sign that the album was finished. This was the final chapter. Kanye posted a picture of a replica of his childhood home, which would later appear as the centerpiece of the stage design. The day before the Chicago event, Kanye launched the Donda Stem Player, a handheld device that allowed fans to remix and manipulate the songs using isolated stems for vocals, drums, bass, and samples. The device came preloaded with the Donda album, making it both a marketing tool and a piece of music technology innovation. A rollout doesn't get better than that. On the 26th of August, the Chicago listening event took place, and it was a cinematic experience. The stage featured a full recreation of his childhood home, surrounded by black cars and dancers dressed like shadowy figures. Kanye performed the entire album as a live narrative, visually showing themes of grief, rebirth, and faith. Toward the end, the performance took a shocking turn. Kanye's bedroom on stage caught fire, and he set himself on fire, symbolizing transformation and purification. He then walked out of the flames, removed his mask for the first time in months, and reunited with Kim Kardashian, dressed in a white gown in what appeared to be a symbolic wedding. This moment represented closure, the end of the rollout, and the rebirth of Kanye West. The album officially dropped on the 29th of August, 2021, though Kanye claimed Universal released it without his approval. Regardless, Donda debuted at #1 on Billboard, became his 10th consecutive #1 album, and broke multiple streaming records on Spotify and Apple Music. Everything about this rollout was strategic, every moment connected to the next. From the mystery to the fashion, from the visuals to the listening events, every detail told a story and built anticipation. Kanye didn't just release an album, he created a cultural event. And that's what a powerful album rollout does. It transforms music from a product into a moment in time. Tyler, the creator, is also someone who's up there with his album rollouts. From when he did Call Me If You Get Lost, where he had his cell phone number displayed on billboards, and when fans called, they were greeted by a playful voicemail message teasing the album was a creative, interactive way to get people talking. He is a genius. Today we will break down the album rollout for Chromacopia, which started on the 16th of October, 2024. Just like Kanye West, Tyler, the creator, is someone who puts a lot of attention into his clothing and overall visual identity. He dresses intentionally for every project. Each era feels like a new world, a new version of himself. For this particular project, he was wearing a green work suit and a mask with his hair shaped into horn-like spikes. The visuals came in black and white, paired with glowing green text, immediately setting the eerie, surreal tone of the Chromacopia universe. The rollout began with a video of Tyler leading a group of people wearing the same green work suits. They walked into a massive shipping container with the word Chromacopia boldly printed across it. Moments later, the container explodes, symbolizing rebirth and chaos, two major themes of the album. In the background, snippets of new music played, one of them being Street Chroma. Tyler's ability to blend storytelling, world building, and shock value makes even a short clip feel cinematic. On the 17th of October, he revealed the official album cover on Instagram. This confirmed the album's title, Chromacopia, while the caption listed him as the producer, writer, and arranger, once again proving that he is a hands-on artist deeply involved in every creative aspect. Shortly after, he dropped a single from the album titled Noid, along with its music video. The visuals stayed true to the green and black theme, with strange yet captivating imagery that made fans analyze every frame. By the 22nd of October, Tyler dropped another snippet called Chromacopia Vinyl, teasing the upcoming physical release. This clip maintained the same dark aesthetic and gave fans another brief preview of the sound and energy of the project. Later that month, he released another short teaser announcing his upcoming tour with Lil Yachty and Paris, Texas, two acts that perfectly match the experimental and genre-bending vibe of Chromacopia. One of the most iconic elements of this rollout was the Chromacopia truck, a massive green container truck that traveled to different cities selling exclusive merch directly to fans. It wasn't just a merch drop, it was a moving art installation, turning the streets into part of his rollout campaign. This made fans feel like they were part of something bigger than just an album release. It was an experience. On the night of the album release, Tyler hosted an immersive listening event designed to reflect the Chromacopia universe. The setup was detailed, colorful, and chaotic in the best way possible, perfectly capturing the album's mood. Fans described it as stepping into Tyler's mind. The album officially dropped on the 28th of October. After the release, Tyler continued the rollout with live performances on tour, using the shows as a direct form of promotion. Every performance was more than just music, it was a continuation of the world he built visually. Another creative move he made was encouraging fans to express how they felt about the album in the comments and on social media. He then reposted both positive and negative reactions, showing how confident he is in his art and proving that real engagement means allowing honest conversations around your work. This album rollout is a lesson. It doesn't matter if your rollout is short or long, what matters is execution. Tyler's campaign lasted only about 11 days before the release, yet it was powerful, intentional, and left a lasting impact. Unlike artists like Kanye West, who often take months or even years to fully roll out an album, Tyler showed that with the right concept, strong visuals, and direct fan interaction, you can make every day of your rollout count. Another rollout genius that we might be familiar with is Travis Scott. And today, I want us to take a deep dive into the Utopia album rollout. The rollout began on the 8th of July when Travis Scott posted a picture of himself on social media with the simple caption, Utopia. It was minimal, mysterious, and perfectly in line with his branding, just enough to spark curiosity and conversation across the internet. 2 months later came the anniversary of his iconic Astroworld album. To celebrate, Travis posted a picture with a heartfelt caption that read, "Happy Astroversary, a 2-year ride that's still one of my favorites. This album means so much to me. To everyone that bumps and rages to that soundtrack, I love you. Let's keep the ride going. See you in Utopia." He then went on to change his bio to Utopia. This move might seem small, but in rollout strategy, it's a subtle signal, a way of letting fans know what's coming next. Every small change becomes part of the buildup. Around this time, Travis Scott was spotted in Mexico hosting studio sessions. What made this phase of the rollout special was that the collaborators themselves became part of the marketing. Artists and producers working on the project would post pictures or stories with captions like, "Just landed in Utopia." This created a sense of mystery and community around the album, as if Utopia was not just a sound, but a world everyone wanted to enter. Travis made it clear that Utopia was meant to represent an imaginary world, much like Astroworld had been. But this time, it was more introspective, a contrast between chaos and perfection. During this period, Travis began doing select media appearances and interviews, speaking about the creative direction of the album. He described Utopia as a psychedelic experience and emphasized the craftsmanship that went into it. This was a smart narrative move. It allowed him to control the story around the album before fans and critics defined it themselves. He continued to tease the album on his social media, posting cryptic photos and messages that hinted at sound, visuals, and energy, always leaving space for interpretation. Then came one of the most talked about parts of the rollout, the Astroworld Festival. Before tragedy struck that night, the event itself contained an immersive experience called the Utopia Room, a public art installation where fans could walk in and listen to Travis's looping voice describe Utopia as a world that never existed and no one existed in it.
Know the universe. We create a new world. Set you free. Astroworld is not a world. It's a feeling. Welcome to Utopia. Gaze into the stuff. Expands. Oxygen in your blood and your molecules. You are entering a place where no being has ever existed before. This is a new thing, and there's nothing like this in all the universe. We create a new world where everything is for everyone. Utopia is everywhere. Utopia is all time.
This was Travis's way of blending music, storytelling, and physical experience into one shared universe, a key reason why his rollouts are so effective. On the 9th of April, mysterious billboards started appearing in California. They read things like, "Looking for Utopia," and "Wrong Way," "Minimal," "Bold," and "Attention-grabbing." They didn't include Travis's name, but fans knew immediately what they were for. Then paparazzi photos surfaced of Travis walking with his bodyguard, who was holding a metallic briefcase handcuffed to his wrist, the word Utopia written across it. The symbolism was powerful. The album was locked away, secret, and valuable. Later, each artist featured on the album, including The Weeknd, was seen carrying the same briefcase. This wasn't just marketing, it was world building through imagery. Travis also used his official website to drop subtle hints. He replaced parts of the homepage with the Utopia logo, a digital breadcrumb trail that told fans a release was imminent. This shows how important it is for artists today to use their websites not just as storefronts, but as storytelling tools. As the album release drew closer, billboards appeared everywhere, running countdowns to the release date. The design and typography matched the aesthetic of the album cover, creating full visual consistency across the campaign. Next came the Utopia merch line. Each item matched the album's sound and visual identity, dark, surreal, and futuristic. The merch wasn't just clothing, it was collectible art. Many items came with physical CDs, and some even included miniature versions of the famous Utopia briefcase for packaging. It turned the album into a tangible experience. On the 21st of July, Travis dropped the lead single K-Pop featuring The Weeknd and Bad Bunny. The music video, filled with bright colors, desert landscapes, and surreal editing, served as a gateway into the Utopia world. It gave fans their first sonic and visual taste of what was coming. Shortly after, giant totems with speakers began appearing in Texas, designed with the same bizarre faces seen on the Utopia merch. These installations played strange psychedelic sounds, adding another mysterious and physical layer to the rollout. Finally, the album Utopia was officially released on the 28th of July, 2023. With Utopia, Travis Scott reminded everyone why he's one of the best in the game when it comes to rollouts. His strategy combines mystery, visuals, interactivity, and storytelling, making fans feel like they're not just listening to an album, but stepping into another dimension. The Utopia rollout proved that when you treat your album as an experience rather than just music, people will not only stream it, they'll live it.